What is going on? Darth Stix here, and today we are going to do the week 124 update of our account. We are going to finish off this whatever Inquisitor here to Relic 5. So that will be our last one for Grand Inquisitor, and probably keep working on that now that we got 7th Sister. Did get some Omicrons because of that. Awesome. We are also going to take Boss Nass as our first Gungan to Relics. We're going to do as much as we can on him. Fortunately, I think we are going to get stuck at some point because of bronzium wiring. We are going to get as much of that as we can. We are, going to try to get a few more levels out of him. And we'll see how far we can get here. Definitely use some of these and get it pretty close. I think if we get to 120, that means we should be at Relic 4, I think. So we got 132, so unfortunately I think we're going to be at Relic 4. So I'd like to take him to 5, but I don't think we're going to be able to since we did finish off that other Inquisitor. We're going to try to farm some more bronzium wiring next week. Try to focus on that a little bit more. Try to get all that we can from that. And I think taking him to Relic 4 this week, I think that's pretty good. Overall, we took total characters basically to Relic 5 because we did take the one from 4 to 5 and then Boss Nass there all the way to 4. So definitely we are done with Inquisitors for Relics right now. I do need to see what else we need to get there. Captain Tarple's here. We can go ahead and upgrade him again. And it looks like now we just need to apply these abilities and see what we're lacking. But I think we are at a pretty good spot on Gungans. So it's just going to be Chirotex, obviously, over and over and over and over again. We are going to need Chirotex. So we'll continue farming those as hard as we can to finish them off. So Phalanx will go ahead and apply as much as we can to him as well. Just make sure we're kind of just stuck on Chirotex, and actually we're need this little green gear piece, so we'll go ahead and ask for that and go ahead and donate all this stuff to everybody else. And it looks like, yeah, we need several of those, so that should be fine. We'll get 10 of those pretty quick from our guild. And then looks like we do need some of these parts, and actually going to need quite a few, it looks like. So unfortunately, yeah, we'll continue looking for those throughout the week, but we got everybody a little bit more gear attached to them. Got Boss Nass to Relic 4, so I'm pretty happy with that progress for this week. We got a few more weeks until Gungan, or what's his face, comes back. Jar Jar Binks comes back, so we can work on those, finish them up. Basically, I want to have them ready to go when he comes back, and we'll add him to the team. Be a nice high level team that we can have and do some good damage in the raid. I do want to have that for the length of the raid, basically. Unfortunately, the raid does look like it's coming back a little earlier than I thought it was going to, so I'm not going to have him to start with, which is kind of disappointing. But Luminara here does look like a pretty decent team overall, so we probably will apply her Omicron. We'll probably also apply the, or at least the Zeta, not the Omicron, for her. Apply these Omegas here, and we're going to try to make a decent Luminara team to get our score as good as we can. We'll see at Relic 5 what they can do, and then kind of just go from there. Shakti, obviously I do want to add Shakti. I think for right now we're just going to throw on another random. We may swap out Ethkoth and Shakti on that team and put yeah, we'll do that. And it shows Shakti is going to go away and Ethkoth, and then we'll put our other Jedi, which are going to be Grandmaster Yoda. She needs to go to 8 anyways, so it's a question of, should I bring this team up to Relic 8 to kind of get max score? I kind of want to see what some other people are doing. I'm going to do a little bit more research on that, and we will see what we decide to do. But obviously, Keller and Beck I want to bring him up to 7 anyways, so it may make sense to get this team up and running a little bit more. Shock T has to be at a higher relic level anyways for for Kenobi, and then same thing on some of those other teams there. The droids and the others, we're just going to have to play around and see what I need. If I need to bring Maul up, I have no problem bringing Maul up to a little bit higher level anyways for the raid. I need to do some more research on that. And we will likely apply, not that one, Boom Deer, I think is that the one that is a raid Omicron? We probably will apply that just based on some early testing that I've been seeing. I think that is going to be pretty solid. And we should be in a pretty good spot to at least get a score of something decent. Our guild did go ahead and run another raid of indoor, kind of on accident. It was set to auto, and we got it, and so we'll do one more indoor, and then we will be switching over to Naboo. As long as we get a pretty decent score in it, we'll be at a similar level. We might be just below where we were for Naboo, and all we're really would be missing is the Mark III. We'll just have less Mark III currency, but I think we should be at an okay spot, and should recover, especially if I've got Gungans coming online. A few other people are working on Gungans. Some are working on the Queen Amidala team. So I think we'll be at a pretty good spot. We see the requirements here for Ahsoka have been announced. Snips needs to come up. General Skywalker. So we're working towards him anyways, kind of on the back burner. We've basically got all his requirements done except for Shock T. So work on her and get her up and running there so we can get them. And I think everybody else we should be okay with because we bought that Separatist bundle. We've had the Padme team built out for quite a while. So I think we'll be in pretty good shape for General Skywalker. I don't have any concerns right now about going really hard for Ahsoka. I would assume, though, that just based on the release schedule, she might be required for the next raid, maybe. We'll kind of see. Since they pushed, it's interesting, they pushed this one up, I feel like, a little bit, because I thought it was going to come in August. A lot of other people did too. So we'll kind of see how that works out, if she's going to be required for the next raid or not. We'll see what the other requirements are. And as they bring those up, we'll probably keep working towards that. We still need to work on profundity. Like, that's one of our main things. Just adding some more GP here to some ships that we didn't have at 85. Marauder. I would like to... we're starting to kind of upgrade our squad for this. So I think, as we get them up and running a little bit more, I think that'll be good to add them, obviously, have a little bit better squad. For the Marauder, need to add mods, obviously, and going to add some abilities here to Hunter as a lead. We're not really trying to build out a Bad Batch squad or anything. We are just trying to build out a good enough Marauder ship that it makes sense to put it with our negotiator. But we'll see how that goes. If I can, I'm going to try to use it on offense to defeat Executor. Since we've got a nice looking Plo Koon going, we'll see how far I really need to take that, and what that counter really looks like to see. But we'll continue working on Marauder crew. And then we'll see what else, kind of where we need to go. We've got to get some relics on our profundity characters. All the ships are basically done for profundity, so definitely need to work on that. It's going to be our next thing that we really work on. But they always are dropping stuff, so you've got to keep up with it. I feel like we're at a fairly decent spot for ships. I do feel like, though, missing the profundity is definitely hurting us in a lot of regards. So I think that is something we do need to work on. We're going to work on the General Anakin Skywalker. Also means we need to work on clones, get them at least to a decent level. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this update. Continue to work on Gungans, finishing off our last Inquisitor for that squad, and so we can start getting Grand Inquisitor hopefully soon. Let me know in the comments down below what you think, and as always, thanks for watching.